Yo guys, what's good, man? Damn, it's been a while. And I've been busy with school and all that, but I really wanted to get back into it. But school's in the way, but now school's done. And I wanted my first video to be back would be the Anthony Davis trade. And I've been waiting, man. I knew he was gonna be traded to the Lakers. I just didn't know when. But so finally, man, it happened. And I mean, it's good and bad. But I'm glad it happened, but I don't like what we gave up to get Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, first off, he's like a once in a generation type player. And beginning I say it would have been nice to get him, but we don't. I don't think just depend what we gave up for him, but it happened earlier today. And I'd say the Lakers, they gave up too much. But, you got to give up what you're going to get back. So the Lakers ended up giving up Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, 3 first-round picks, including number 4 overall pick. And, oh yeah, that was it. Man, they didn't include Kyle Kuzma, which didn't... In my eyes, I would have traded Kuzma but kept Lonzo, because you need a facilitator. You need a point guard to run the offense. Even though LeBron is a point guard type player, but you need Lonzo, man. I was mad. I mean, now when you really have 3, because Anthony Davis can play center, but he's really a power forward. He really plays a 4. But with the Lakers, I'm assuming to put him at center, and either LeBron or Kuzma will switch off at 3 and 4, and so that's like that. Then, so the Lakers, they're in a good position with 3, 4, and 5. Now we just need they're good with the front court. What's it called? No, back court. I don't know, front court. They're good in the front court. Now they need to work on the back court. So we got Lonzo Ball. We still have Rondo. I think isn't he a free agent? I'm not sure, but so we have Rondo. But what doesn't make sense to me is why the hell do we hire Jason Kidd then? Wasn't Jason Kidd supposed to mentor Lonzo Ball? Isn't that he was the reason why we signed Jason Kidd to a fat extension? Or a fat agreement? Like, now what? Is Jason Kidd there just who's he the mentor? Not LeBron. Not AD. Kuzma? Why would he mentor Kuzma? So, what was the point of... Whatever, I'm not saying he's a bad coach, but in my eyes, he was the reason why we got him, was to mentor Lonzo, but it happens, but... Well, now this trade really shakes up a lot of things in the NBA offseason, in free agency. There's so many things that can happen. First of all, the East is the East, and you pretty much already know which teams are going to be the contenders next year. It's going to be the Sixers, the Bucks, maybe the Celtics if they re-sign Kyrie Irving, but I don't think so. The Raptors, if they re-sign Kawhi, that it's a possibility, but if they don't re-sign him, I don't think they're going to be a top team. Those are these 4-3 are like the main teams, but now with AD going to the Lakers, well, not saying now. If AD doesn't go to the Lakers, I still think Lakers have a good chance. But the biggest news is the West is open. The whole Western Conference is open now. Anyone can win. Now that the Warriors, KD and Klay, they're done for next season. I think Klay can come back late in the season, but KD is done. They should just shut him down the whole season. And who knows, the Warriors should resign him. If their agents were smart, I'd say they signed 1-year deals back with the Warriors. There's no really point because they're not going to play for most of the season, so it's not really going to matter if they play or not. Because if they were smart, they would sign a 1-year deal and then be a free agent again next season. Because this free agency class is way better than next season. Next season, the only free agents are like maybe Julius Randle, maybe. I'm not even sure, but I know it's not as good as this class. So they were smart. They'd wait till next offseason where they would probably get more money since the next class is not gonna be as good. This class is pretty stacked. And so yeah, they were smart, but obviously I'm not their manager, so but if I was, I'd be smart because I don't think teams want to risk to sign KD to a mega extension when he ruptured his Achilles or something like that. Yeah, he's out for at least the year or maybe like more. I don't even know. But I think I think Clay would come back, but not really to save a season. I would guess. Say the Warriors re-sign him, he comes back like for sure past the All-Star break. Maybe like 2-3 quarters of the season. Like season's pretty much over. Everything's set in stone by then. So yes, the Western Conference is up for grabs for anyone now. Now I really see the Lakers being the top teams in the West now, having AD and LeBron and Kuzma, but we still have cap space to sign one more free agent. And I've been hearing Jimmy Butler. I really don't think Kawhi would come. I'm hoping he doesn't come to the Clippers because that'd be actually like trash because of doing the Clippers. I mean, Clippers have a good squad, but like I don't really see Kawhi going there. But I like Kawhi in Toronto. I would like the competition if he stays in Toronto. Like the East, I said it this year. The East is more exciting than the West because the Warriors were the Warriors, and then the Rockets and Harden. No one likes watching Harden play anyway. But I'd say I watch. Besides Laker games, I'd watch the Eastern Conference teams because they teams like the Bucks. I guess the Bucks, the Raptors, they play great defense. The Sixers were a pretty good defensive team. What else? Who else? The Sixers, yeah, I like watching the Sixers too. So that's the Sixers. I don't know, but yeah, I said the Eastern Conference was more exciting this year than the Western Conference because the Warriors and all those guys. But I really think the dynasty in Oakland is over. The Warriors are done. I really don't think because I know Cousins is gone for sure. KD and Clay, if one was gonna stay, I think Clay would stay. I don't think there's any chance KD re-signs with the Warriors. I don't see it happening because KD's gonna want that mega max money. Well, I think Clay would want that mega max money too, but I don't know. I just can't. I like Clay so much. I want him to be a Laker. I think he'd be the perfect fit to a Laker. Him and Jimmy Butler, I think, would be the perfect fit to play against LeBron, alongside LeBron. Because, well, I want Clay more than Jimmy Butler, but since Clay's hurt, I'd take Jimmy Butler right now. But in the long run, I'd take Clay any day. I love Clay. So he's my guy. But, yeah, I've heard Clay, Jimmy Butler, but, I've heard also Kemba Walker. Before you heard about Kyrie, but they say he's going to Brooklyn. But I mean, I would like Kyrie in LA, but I'd settle for Kemba Walker if he's the best point guard available. That's why I didn't want. I liked when they get rid of Lonzo because he's a very, people say he's overrated. I'd say he's even underrated because he's a very smart player. His IQ was off the charts. He was a very underrated defensive point guard. He's one of the best defensive point guards in the league. But I'd say he would have got maybe second team on defense, maybe third team, if he was healthy like the whole season. But I don't think he qualified because he missed a good number of games. But he was definitely with the all defensive team was Eric Bledsoe. I think was it Pat Beverly? I mean, I agree with Pat Beverly, but I know Bledsoe. It's like Bledsoe. I'm like, come on. You really think Bledsoe is a better defender than Lonzo? I'm like, there's no way. Lonzo, he's an amazing defender, and it shows. If you actually watch Laker games, you showed how he locked down Damian Lillard. He locked down all these great point guards during the season, and it was crazy. I was like, wow, like Lonzo, he's a very good defender. And yeah, man. So I would settle for Kemba Walker, but that's obviously not the guy at the top of our list. Actually, at the top of our list would be, well, it was AD, but now I would say maybe Jimmy Butler, maybe because I don't think Kyrie's coming to LA. Maybe, but if it happens, it happens. But I I don't see it happening now because we do need a point guard, and I don't think Rondo should be the starter. He'd be a good backup anyway, and yeah, I think we should do that. But yeah, this trade kind of shook up the world, I guess, shook up free agency. But I think KD and Clay getting hurt shook up the free agency more than AD going to the Lakers because Ayers, man. I mean, not Ayers. Ayers, what are we talking about? Just injuries, man. It sucks. It really does suck. But it happens, and AD's in LA now, and the guys were traded. I mean, you think about it. I said the Lakers won this trade because we got lucky that the picks we chose in the draft turned out to be great. Like, Josh Hart was a steal, and he was part of the trade. Ingram was a lottery pick, but he started off slow. But he's still a talented player. Him and Kuzma, I think, averaged 18 this season. And people calling Ingram a bust, but it was nowhere near a bust in my eyes. But I think it was good for him to find a new team. And good luck in New Orleans, Ingram. But I hate the fact that they said Tatum was better than Brandon Ingram. First of all, look at the stats, look at the numbers, the shooting percentages. Ingram is better. And all that, you can say all that, but Brandon Ingram is younger. Jason Tatum is older than Brandon Ingram, which just pissed me off. My dude, how can you compare these guys when Ingram was like 2 years younger? So, yeah, with all that, but we gave up Lonzo, which I already told you, kind of like pissed me off. And yeah, but Lonzo also a lottery pick, so we didn't. If you think about it, we gave up Lonzo and Ingram and 3 picks because Hart. We got lucky that Hart turned out to be a good draft pick, so he gave us that value that we probably would have had to throw in Kuzma if Hart. Well, we got lucky with Kuzma too that he was a great pick. Like him, Kuzma, Wagner, and Hart were very good picks, and we got lucky they turned out to be pretty good players. Like I like Wagner. Like he's the center that you need in this day and age. That you can't really have a defensive only center now because it doesn't really fit in his game anymore. It's like Mo Wagner, Anthony Davis, Brook Lopez. Now that the guys that can shoot the 3 ball and spread the floor, like that is today's game, and you can't really argue that it's not today's game. And guys like that, like Andre Drummond, just defensive minded players that can't really shoot. Andre Drummond, Rudy Gobert, Steven Adams. I mean, I'm not saying they're trash. I mean, they're solid players. They're really good players, but it doesn't really fit this style in the NBA anymore. And you would like to have big guys that can spread the floor now. Like they're really valuable, I would say. But yeah, well, guys, this is my first video back, and yeah, this trade I had to do a video on this trade because it's obviously a big one, and new draft is coming up, so now we don't have that 4th pick anymore. But I mean, the Pelicans, honestly, I say the Pelicans lose this trade now, but in the next couple years, I'd say they won the trade because who knows if AD is gonna keep his word. I mean, AD will keep his word and re-sign the Lakers because his agent has said that he plans to finish his contract with LA and plan to renew a contract. So he wants to re-sign with the Lakers when his contract is up, and so hopefully he sticks to that and he re-signs. Then I think the Lakers will be in a good spot. But if he leaves, then I think it's an L. Because the Pelicans are in a great spot now. So think about it. Their starting lineup next year will be Lonzo, point guard, Drew Holiday, shooting guard, 3, Ingram, 4. We have the 4. What is it? Randall? Julius Randle? Maybe? No. I don't know. Whatever. But oh no, I'm talking about it's Zion. So it's Lonzo, Holiday, Ingram, Zion, and Randall. It's a pretty damn good 5. And they add the 4th pick, which you can choose most likely Darius Garland, or other guys like that. And they have like at least 6 guys that have a lot of upside. And I really think the Pelicans are in a great spot now. Plus you got Hart off the bench too, and Josh Hart's pretty good too. So I think the Pelicans win the trade in a couple years. Well, honestly, it depends. Say the Lakers win the title next year, then obviously the Lakers have won the trade. But I mean, whatever happens, happens. And just to put it out there, I think last year, I think July 1st, 2018, I called Lakers 2020 NBA champs. I called it last year, and I posted on Twitter. It's my pinned tweet right now, and hopefully it lives up to it. I mean, it's looking good, because this upcoming season will be the 2020 season, 2019-2020 season, and those are my words. I marked my words, and I posted it, and it's still up there on my Twitter, and it looks good. I mean, they trade for AD. Hopefully sign another guy, and we'll see what happens. And it was funny because today I wore my Lakers jersey. My Lakers jersey, look at that. Let me see that. Boom, Los Angeles, Jerry West. I'm like, let me wear this today. I'm feeling good. So I wore it today. The trade happens. I'm like, damn, that shit happened so fast. I was like, damn, that's crazy. And well, yeah, guys, this is my video. Let me know what you guys think. At me if you want on Twitter, Instagram. Or you want to argue with me whether the trade was good or not. Let me know. And yeah, guys. I mean, it happened. It's crazy. AD to LA. So yeah, follow me on Instagram, Twitter. You know, all that. And yeah, I'm only talking about AD trade because that was the most important. Dodgers are the Dodgers, man. They're doing their thing. So I'm not talking about the Dodgers yet. But like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you on the next video.